everybody, Cooper here, and welcome to a brand new season of my AFL 23 Richmond Management Career Mode. It's 2027, we've got a lot to do. We've had a busy couple of seasons. First season went reasonably okay. Second season was a bit of a dud, we'll admit, but we've made some changes in the off season and I'm pushing for a final spot come September. I'm very happy with the work we have done. We've done a lot of good trades to set us up well for the future. In between videos, I will quickly say, because at the end of the last video, when we were sort of progressing through the backstage of the off-season, we were over the salary cap by, I think, about $500,000. And so to make us basically be able to play this season and have all the contracts work out, the game sort of scrubbed any contract extensions that I had put into place for the upcoming seasons. So the guys such as Sam Layla, Josh Smiley, Matt Hill, all of those sort of young guys who had extensions coming up, they all got cancelled. So I've since had to redo all of those contracts. I'm not going to go through them all because there's quite a few of the contracts I have to go through. I think there's about 8 or 9 of them. If there's any difference, I'll let you know when it becomes relevant. Coming into next season, I've basically renegotiated enough contracts that we've got $1.3 million in cap space with 36 players contracted at this point in time. That is obviously not taking into consideration any trades we may do in the future. That is not the purpose of today's video. Today's video, the purpose of it is have our opening games of the 2027 season, play a bit, watch a bit, have some fun. We've got to get through our pre-season game first, which funnily enough is up against North Melbourne, and Harry Sheasel is playing his first game, or it's a scratch match, against his old side, which is quite funny. We've also named a new captain. Josh Gibcus is officially captain of the Richmond Football Club. Very happy to have him here. He is also one of the players who his contract extension didn't get wiped out, but I have given him a new contract. Much longer than the initial contract, because we can now put contracts out to 2035, I believe. And the money is sort of spread evenly a bit more, so we created a bit more cap space. So he's just one example. But our best 22 at this point in time, we've got Luke Traynor, who has traditionally played fullback for us. He's going to be starting in the back pocket. Sam Taylor, who recently joined as a free agent from GWS. He's going to be our starting fullback. Tom Brown in the back pocket. Harry Sheasel at halfback flank. Gibcus, as we've covered. Jaden Short at the other halfback flank. Matt Hill, who is very, very good. He's done awesome work for us since he came across from the Hawks. Josh Smiley, Ben Camporelli, who we just traded for alongside his brother. Sam Layla, Harley Reid, Tristan Cherry in the ruck. Then we've got Cam Zerhard, Jonty Fall, Judson Clark, Maurice Rioli, Harry Armstrong, and Taj Houghton. There hasn't been a great deal of changes to our starting 22. It's more the back end and the depth that has changed. Taranto is now moved from the bench. I just want to give him a bit, well, not give him, give some of the younger midfielders a bit more run and have him show his quality coming off the bench. Gabriel Johnston, he is really, really good, will be a future starter for us, probably once Cam Zerha leaves at whatever point that may be, but for now he's going to start on the bench. Levi Ashcroft, who we traded for from Brisbane. I forgot for some reason he was playing for Brisbane, but he is going to be on our squad. And then Luke Urquhart as the last interchange member. Caleb Smith will be the sub. Some guys that are missing out include Josh Kajitsky, Nick Vlosten, Lucas Camporelli, James Leake. Some of these guys, or all of these guys, will get opportunities at various points of the season, mainly because injuries happen. We've also got Harrison Oliver here to keep an eye on, and we'll probably get games at some point. But our first game of the season, well, it's a pre-season game. I'm not going to spend too much time on this one. I've decided going for that simulated games will be 10 minutes in terms of the quarter lengths. The games we actually do spectate will be 7.5-minute quarters. One, because the recording will go a bit quicker. I'll be able to get the videos out quicker. But also, having the 10-minute quarters, I think, creates a bit more of a high-scoring theatre. I think it's more enjoyable. That's just my opinion. But that is what we're going to go with. We're also going to make a few tweaks to our tactics. We're going to keep the forwards nice and high. The midfield, I found that we were playing a little bit too offensive last season. So we're going to move our midfield to, is there like a balanced one that I can pick? Yes, there is. I like playing wide. Defensive, I want to go man on man. That is fine. And then kick out we'll just have as, we'll have it as a little huddle for now. I think that'll be good. First and foremost, got to get through this preseason game. Hopefully nobody gets injured. We lose by 35, which really isn't too big of an issue. They can see, they kicked 6 goals in the final quarter to 2. No major injuries happened at this point in time, as some of our key midfielders did get a lot of the ball. We kicked a few goals. That seems okay. We have the bye in opening round, which means we're going to go straight through to round 1 as our first game of the season. Nobody got injured, as we did figure out, which is going to be good. Hopefully nobody gets injured in training either. That is the case. Here we go. Round 1, MCG, 12th of March. It's meant to be 2027, but it says 2026. Don't worry about it. Sam Walsh is the captain. We lose the opening game of the season, which is a little annoying. High scoring last quarter, 7 goals to 6 in favour of Carlton, but we do lose, unfortunately. The next game is up against Collingwood. Couple of rivals early in the season. And now we have a couple of injuries straight out the back of things. Gibcus, our captain, is injured. I haven't actually figured out who our vice captain's going to be. But what we're going to do, we're going to bring in James Leake. He can play in one of the back pockets. Trainer can then play at fullback. Sam Taylor can play at centre half back. And then we'll bring in Harrison Oliver, who is going to be making his Richmond debut today. We'll give it actually to Jaden Short. He's the most experienced player in our starting 22 right now. Collingwood won 2 games to start the season. Hopefully we can get a win over them to start our season strong. We do. One of our biggest wins, 44 points. It's not our biggest win. Gabriel Johnston, 43 touches. Sam Layla, 41. Harley Reid, 36. Levi Ashcroft, 32. Fall kick 4. Houghton, 3. Armstrong, 2. Short, 2. But our first game that we will be playing and spectating this year will be up against the Swans at the SCG. Very keen. We haven't played the Swans yet. Harley Reid is injured. We actually didn't check between games how long the other injuries were in between. We'll have to have a look at that. We'll just bring in Lucas Camporelli. We'll go to the bench. We'll bring in, I suppose Tim Taranto actually makes the most sense. We'll put Camporelli on in the roving position. Tim Taranto did play a lot of his footy last season on the wing, so we'll just keep that consistent. Current injuries, Harley Reid is out with a hamstring strain. Gibcus is for a fitness test, and Brown is also for a fitness test. So they're not long-term injuries, which is good, but hopefully they will be able to come back for our next game, whenever it will be. But Swans, Richmond, very keen to get into this season. We wanted one to start, which doesn't usually happen for us, but let's go. Here we are at the SCG. We're going for a bit of a retro vibe with the jerseys. I did forget to change the quarters back to 7.5 minutes, but they are all correct now. And here come the Tigers for the first time in 2027. A few new recruits in the lineup, a few names to get used to, as well as a few Guernsey numbers. Always enjoy watching our new players sign up and play. Here come the Swannies. I wonder if Jack Ross and is Noah Bolter playing for the Swans? I can't actually remember. It's been a while since I recorded one of these. But I know we did send Jack Ross to, I believe we sent him to Sydney. I think he may be wearing number 3. So we'll keep an eye on him. We're going to call heads on the toss, as we do predominantly across all of our various games that we play. We've lost the toss. What are the Swans going to do? They're going to kick to the left. Here we go. 2027 is here. Cherry and Grundy. We get the ball out of the middle. Ends up with Layla. Ball goes wide. Ends up with Errol Goulden. Ball's dropped. Jordan. Well, actually, that's Rioli is the target. Can't get the mark. Tackled again. And the ball is cleared. Headed in the Hill direction. Picked up by Hill. Kicks forward. Got a bit of space. We get the mark via Armstrong. Very early in the piece, and this could be a very quick goal for us. Harry Armstrong, 63 goals going into this season. And that's a bad miss. Markov, former Tiger, kicks to the back pocket. That is a bad kick. Jonty Fall. He's kicked 70 goals for his career. Gonna have a crack at the big sticks now. He's hit the post. Both of our key forwards have missed early, unfortunately. But we need a couple of big seasons out of those two if we're going to make a crack at the 8. Papley takes the mark, finds Errol Goulden in the midfield. That's Taylor Adams' number 3. I made that mistake. Gabriel Johnston's into the game early. Harrison Oliver on debut for the Tigers. Camporelli kicks forward, finds Cam Zerha. We've got players everywhere. Armstrong takes another mark inside 50. Gonna have another crack at the big sticks. 2 behind so far. Plays Sydney yet to score. That's a better kick. It sneaks in. Tigers have their first after 5 minutes. Let's get the ball out of the middle nice and quickly. We can't get it. Isaac Heaney on Gabriel Johnston. Johnston's not a backman, he's a forward. But Isaac Heaney facing directly into the sunlight. That is not a good view for anybody. Starts it left. It missed it, unfortunately, for the Swans. Harry Sheasel on kickouts for the Tigers. Johnston kicks forward. Finds Harrison Oliver. Having a good game so far. Getting it around. Ball finds Camporelli on the wing. Kicks forward to the Judson Clark direction. Great hands by Taylor Adams. Kick short finds Harry Cunningham. Kicks out of bounds on the full. My God. Ball on the loose. Picked up by Taranto. Finds Camporelli. Been really good so far. We have numbers. Smiley kicks it short. Looking for Judson Clark. Takes the grab. He's a left footer. Should help him out on this angle. Started on the left goal post. Work it back. Well, it's a little outside the left goal post. But it sneaks in. Tigers have 2. The Swans really haven't looked like scoring so far. Good tackle. Can't get the stop. Jaden Short on Errol Goulden. Finds Taylor Adams. Kicks to the pocket. Finds Datoli, who is a youngster. Good start to his career so far. 63 goals. Getting plenty of touches as well. And that is a beautiful set shot. Gets his first and the Swans' first for the day. Back to a 7-point game. Ball in the middle. Smiley finds Camporelli on the outside. Ends up with Johnston. Kicks to the forward line. Levi Ashcroft gets his first mark on camera for the Tigers. Lining up for his first. Spent a lot of last season in the VFL. Doesn't convert that to a goal, unfortunately, for the Tigers. Hayes now, former player of ours. Goes wide. Well taken by Errol Goulden. Having a lot of the ball so far, as you would expect from a player of his caliber. Isaac Heaney, back to Goulden. Back to Heaney. Goes to full forward. Got players down there. Taylor with the fist. Trainer gets tackled. Taranto gets held up by Warner. Now, McDonald's on the lead. Taylor with a great fist. Grundy puts it in the forward line. McDonald running onto it. It's heading towards goal. And it's hit the post. 15 gone. Low scoring game so far. A little bit surprised by that. Harrison Oliver kicks it short to Taranto. Gives the hands off to Sheasel. Finds Matt Hill, who's been a little quiet so far, but hasn't been too bad. Gets a cheeky 1-2. Kicks towards the full forward area. Can't get a mark inside 50. McInerney on the wing. Layla just picks him up a little late for my liking. Sheasel with the fist, running back with the flight. And then we get the player coming off halfback. Finds Layla wide. Rioli has plenty of space. Gives off to Matt Hill. But plays on the lead. He kicks deep. Falls down there, but Habes can't get a mark inside 50, unfortunately. Great fist by Smiley. Got a boundary throw in. Swans win it out of the contest. Cherry chases down Laddams. Can't get to him. Ball recovered by Sheasel. Great play by the former North Melbourne player. Warner behind play takes the mark. Goes wide. Finds Laddams. Markov kicks towards the Jordan direction. Gives it back to McInerney. Kicks to the forward line. Harrison Oliver and Constantante. I can't believe how I have to say that guy's name. Harry McLean kicks it out on the full. Now McInerney gets the easy mark inside 50. 20 minutes gone in the first. 58 goals on his career. Make that number 59. Great conversion by the Swans. They're only down by 1 now. Cherry, great service down to our midfielders. Hill kicks it short. That's not 15. Ball comes out. Layla, pick it up. Somebody pick it up. And it's quarter time, unfortunately. Low scoring game early. We get the first hit out of the second. Smiley kicks it forward, misses the target. Ball goes back out. Layla chips it short to Rioli, and he gets it. Going to have his first crack at the scoreboard today. He's going to run around towards his right. Has a ton of space. Slots it straight through the middle. Gets the Tigers third. Really good start to the quarter once again, but we got to be better every single possession. That is a great find by Hill. Camporelli, the top of the 50, kicks it short inside 50. Josh Smiley takes the mark, about 20 metres out directly in front. You'd think he'd kick this from here. Had a pretty good quarter, 8 disposals to start things off. Yet to hit the scoreboard. And that is a shocking kick. Can't get the mark out of fullback, but that is a dreadful kick by McInerney. Ball is dropped, gets it back to McInerney. Sheasel trying to recover on Daytoli. Has the leg speed. Gets tackled. Got a ball up once again. Cherry covering a lot of ground so far. Hill with the quick hands out the back. I think that's to Camporelli. Ball just moving all over the place right now. Great defense by the Swans. We've got players deep. We get a fist to it, which is good. Got to take a mark here. We don't. Rioli's running onto it. We get it forward quickly. Can't get a mark. But again, we got players forward, which is handy. Oh, that is beautiful kick. Johnston gets the mark inside 50. Just the 3 touches in the first. And a beautiful straight kick. I think it's hit the post, and it has. Ball goes wide, looking for Tom McCartan. He picks it up. Armstrong standing the mark very strongly. Now Blakey, who we've thought about recruiting many times, had many a discussion. Never ended up pursuing it. Errol Goulden on the wing. Isaac Heaney. Just the ball rotating through the stars of Sydney right now. Looking for McDonald. Can't get it to him. Well defended by Sam Taylor. Great hit out again by Cherry. Smiley kicks it forward. Intercepted by Blakey. Really well played. Dotoli now takes the mark. Kicks to the top of the goal square. We get the fist to it, but Heaney is giving chase. And he's kicked his second. Swans back within a goal now. Just the 3-point margin. Taranto gives it up to Camporelli. Probably should have just kicked it forward straight away, but doesn't. Sheasel can't get the mark on Dotoli. Gets tackled again when the ball goes to ground level. Great hands out of the stoppage. Taranto. Just such class and poise. Johnston kicks it short to Rioli. Quick hands over the top were there. Goes wide to Layla instead, who is a good ball user. Kicks to the hot spot. We've got players there. We take the mark. It's Cam Zerha. In his second season with the Tigers now. Had a couple of really good games, but was quiet for periods of the season. That's another set shot missed by the Tigers. I really don't think it's that windy. Ball kicked down the line straight out of full back. Papley recovers the ball. Just hoiks the ball forward. Dotoli picks it up. McInerney kicks in the Heaney direction. And he takes it. He's actually only kicked 1 goal. I thought he'd kicked 2. Now he's got 2. Great kicking by Heaney. And the Swans have the lead. Cherry has been so good since we picked him up from North Melbourne, but hits it straight to Smiley, who gives it up to Sydney. Papley now has a kick. Can't get the mark. Errol Goulden going to have another crack at goal. Just the 9 touches so far. And it's another goal to the Swans. Starting to heat up. We just got to get the ball forward. We're handballing it too much. I don't know why we're doing that. But we recover the ball from the Sydney forward line, which is good. Pick it up, courtesy of Camporelli. We've got a ball up once again. Now Dotoli going to have another crack at goal. He's already kicked 1. He's been very good so far. Let's see what he can conjure up. That is a really nice kick. He's kicked another one. Swans have 3 in a row. It's just the 14 points, but I don't like how inconsistent we've been in front of goal. Can't get the mark inside 50. Houghton picks it up, gets boot to ball, but I think it may roll out of bounds. Nobody tackled Armstrong, and he's kicked it out of bounds on the full. Probably should have looked at the top of the goal square. Camporelli gets a fist to the ball. Gonna have another boundary throw in, 55 metres out in front of goal. 15-point game, but what is Sheasel doing? Oh, finally, I did not see the player there. Johnston has it on the wing, kicks it forward, Rioli in space. Can't take the grab, well chased down by Warner. Great intercept by Johnston and recovers. That's great defending. Houghton in a one-on-one with Laddams, but takes the mark, does a really good job. Cam Zoha, quick hands to Rioli. What, guys, what is going on? Slow down. Kick towards goal by Hill. It's another miss. We just got to take our time a little bit more. We get the mark out of full back, and it's Harry Sheasel of all people. He's run forward. He's going to have a crack at goal. Just the 6 touches so far off of half back. That's a really nice kick, but I don't know if it has the legs. Doesn't, unfortunately. It's touched on the line. Johnston, another intercept mark at half forward. It's been really, really good. Armstrong on the wing, gives it back to Johnston. Taj Houghton's in space, and that is exactly where the ball goes. It's an easy enough kick. 4 disposals for Houghton so far. Yet to kick a goal. There we go. We finally get one. 7-point game. If we were kicking a bit straighter, it would be a little bit better than that. Smiley gets it out of the contest. Hill kicks it, or handballs it to Hill. We can't get the mark again. It's a 2-on-1. Can't be long left in the quarter. We get the intercept there. Papley is tackled by Rioli. Kicks it out. Straight to Hayward. Warner gets wrapped up now. That's holding the ball. We have probably one more shot at goal. Or one more shot to kick at goal, excuse me. Johnston tries to find Judson Clark. Can't take it. Lewis Hayes takes another mark at centre-half back. Has been really good. Great fist from behind by Cherry. Ball intercepted. Now it's half-time. 4 goals to 2 in that quarter, but 2 goals 5 for us in that one. Was not great. We're getting plenty of the ball. We're actually winning the disposals, hit-outs, clearances, all of that good stuff. We are just not converting in front of goal. If we were, we'd be a little bit further. We would actually just be ahead. We're not even in front right now. Heaney and Detoli both have 2 for Sydney. In terms of the ball winners, Smiley, Hill, Taranto and Camporelli have all been excellent in getting the ball. Johnston's been good as well. 10 kicks, no handballs. Johnston's also got a couple of intercept marks. Has been really, really good so far. Third quarter now underway. Cherry hits it straight to Warner. Ball finds Papley at half forward. Kicks to the lead. Intercepted by Trainer. He's been so good at that since the start of his career. I feel like I say it every episode. Leak gets tackled and kicks it out of bounds on the full. You didn't have to do that. We've got 2 players there. Who's going to take it? It's going to be Johnston. Handballs over the top to Rioli. Need to kick quickly. We've got space. Zerha's there by himself. That's not the kick they probably intended. Smiley's wide open. Kicks from 45. We get the first of the quarter. Very good start to the quarter. Smiley gets dropped in the tackle. Rioli recovers the ball, does a good job. Cherry handballs it forward. Ends up with Smiley once again. Kicking towards goal. He's got 2 in a minute. And we get the lead once again. Great stuff in the ruck by Cherry. He's been so good this game. Just we are winning it out of the ball, winning it out of the middle. A little bit too easy now with the footy. And oh my lord, Blakey just sat on Judson Clark's head, took a holiday and came back down. Johnston with another intercept mark, looking for Zerha. I think he was actually looking for Jonty Fall. Ended up finding Zerha, who takes another mark and kicks his first. We're out to a double-digit lead now, 11-point game. Swans get the next inside 50. Lost my voice for a second there. And Isaac Heaney going to be lining up outside 50. It's a long kick towards goal. It's tapped through for a rush behind. Camporelli, quick 1-2 with Jaden Short. James Leake has Layla in space, but doesn't go that direction. Goes to Camporelli. Goes to Morris Rioli. Handball over the top was there to Hill. Just instead goes to short. Now finds Hill, who goes wide to Layla. Rioli's over the top. Instead goes to full forward. There's guys down there who can't get the mark. Very close to the behind post. We're going to have a boundary throw in. Probably 10 metres out in front of goal. If we can get a quick hit out, quick snap, we'll be very thankful. It doesn't go our way, unfortunately. They get a quick kick out of defence to James Jordan, who has absolutely nobody around him. Not the best defending by us. I don't even know who took that hanger. I think it was Will Hayward. We get a fist to the ball forward, which is good. Trainer kicks to our half forward line. Can't get the mark. Great find by Warner to Jordan. He kicked it backwards but forwards to Constantine. That was strange. Hill kicks it short. There are men everywhere. They all ran away from the ball. What is going on? Heaney now at half forward. Ball finds Taylor Adams. Gives it short to McLean. And you'd think he'd go back and kick this one. Again, looking into the sun. This will just be his third kick for the day. No goals. Going to be right on 50. Mark on the goal line by Cherry. He's been so good. Leak again. Layla on a lead. Ends up going in the Rioli direction. Gives it up to Layla straight away. Short. Playing a bit further up the ground. Rioli. Quick kick into space. Zerha ends up with it. Kicks a short one to Urquhart. And he goes short again. Ends up with Rioli. Great ball movement from defense to the forward 50. Really good transition. 12 touches for Rioli so far today. And there's his second goal. I believe that's the biggest lead of the game for the Tigers. We just need a couple of back-to-back goals to really settle things into the rest of the game. Oh, Smiley, kick another goal. I think he's going for it. He's missed, unfortunately. Yeah, when anytime Smiley gets within about 40 metres of goal, I give him the green light to have a go and score. That is absolutely fine with me. He's got a fantastic kick, and most of the time he kicks it. Leak with a great tackle on Papley. Going to have a ball up just forward of the wing. Sydney win. Does a good job, but we recover the ball very nicely. Hill just drops it in the tackle. Smiley drops it in the tackle. Apparently we can just drop the ball now. There's 4 of our guys there, and we finally take a mark inside 50. But Johnston's going to be kicking this ball from well outside 50. Probably 51, 52 metres. Starts it wide. It's marked on the goal line by Brodie Grundy, unfortunately. Harry Cunningham now in the back pocket. Kicks it forward. Good spoil by Johnston. Back to the hot spot. Can't take the mark, but we have crummers. They're in and around the place. Can't secure the crumb. Zerha gets the ball on a lead. Layla at left half forward has a ton of space. Rioli's over the top. They don't go that direction. Instead, they go to Gabriel Johnson, who's going to have another crack at goal. He and Smiley probably been the best 2 players so far. Johnston just for his intercept marking. He's kicked a goal. Smiley just for his dominance in the middle. It's a 23-point lead to the Tigers. Starting to build a bit of a lead now. Smiley drops it once again. Hill kicks to full forward. Armstrong's down there. Can't get the mark. Tommy McCartan ends up with it. Harrison Oliver coming off halfback was very good. Matt Hill is the target. Ball actually ends up, I think it was Judson Clark, just dropped it. Smiley gives it to Taranto. Misses to the left. Looking for Heaney down the ground. Camporelli can't stick with him. Now with McLean at half forward. Kicks to McDonald on a lead. Great fist from behind by Taylor. Ball's gone to Constantine. And the Swans have a 7th. Even 18-point game. 3 goals in it. Another forward entry for the Swans. Isaac Heaney's going to have another shot inside 50. Really, really good at marking the ball today. Looking for goal number 3. And that is another one. Swans get 2 quick ones. Great hit out by Cherry. Hill gets straight inside forward 50. We need a mark. We can't get it. That is holding the ball. Do not play on. We need a set shot. Calm down. There can't be that much time left in the quarter. Johnston going to have another crack to get it back to an 18-point game. Looks good. He's got another one. 2 in the quarter for Johnston. Can breathe a little bit easier knowing going into halftime we've got a 3-goal lead away from home even. So that has been even more impressive. Final quarter here in Sydney. Cherry and Grundy going at it once again. Taylor Adams is the target. Ends up with Errol Goulden. Wide to Grundy. Kicks to half forward. There's Jack Ross. We found him. It's been 4 quarters, but we finally found him. And in other news, Tom Papley took a mark inside 50. Been pretty quiet so far. He's actually played a lot of footy up the ground. Kicks his first straight through the middle. Swans get first blood in the 4th. 2 goals in it. Cherry and Grundy. Ball's dropped. Ends up with Urquhart. Kicks forward. Cherry standing there by himself. Kicks forward. Ends up with Judson Clark. Kicks short. Got numbers back. It's an Armstrong mark. Just at the top of the goal square. You'd think he'd just sort of caress this one through. But crazier things have happened. Why do they even say that? What is actually to gain? Papley gets the mark at halfback. McInerney held up by Urquhart. Gives it back to Papley. Takes a bit of a backward step. Goes to Blakey. Wide to McInerney. Kicks up the ground. Looking for Papley again. Oliver with the punch. From behind. Does a great job. Zerha coming down the ground. Ball ends up with Smiley once again. He is all over the game today. Jonty Fall. Little short dab. Ends up with Morris Rioli. Gonna have another crack at the goals. He's already kicked 2. Aiming for number 3. It's on its way. Dodges the left goal post. Eases it through for a 19-point lead. I wish we'd kick a little bit straighter in this one because I really would love to see how dominant we could be. Great tackle by Jack Ross on his former teammate. Gonna have another ball up in the middle. Ball goes forward. Who's on the lead? It's Armstrong got absolutely sat on. Little dab forward by Taj Houghton. We've got back-to-back goals, 25-point game. Ball entering Sydney's forward 50. We get a fist to it. Great hands out the back. Rioli standing all by himself. We've got a couple of guys standing by themselves upfield. Jonty Fall, quick hands to Rioli once again. Players on the lead. Already Grundy just takes a pack mark like it's nothing. Goes wide towards Markov. Rioli can't get a fist to it. Great hands by Markov. Harrison Oliver now. Outbody by Tatoli. 2 members of the 2024 draft class. Sam Taylor tackles McDonald very strongly. Great tackle. Great tackle by Hill. He's been exceptional today. Been really impressed with his body work especially. Johnston, kicks it forward. Ball actually ends up with Jonty Fall. Looking for Cam Zerha on a lead. Doesn't get it. Rioli picks it up off the deck. Kicks a 4th. Johnston going for another intercept mark. Actually ends up with Hill. Kicks it to the hot spot. Zerha doesn't get it. Armstrong now. Straightens up. Kicks another goal. Smiley, quick hands. Gives it to Johnston. Actually, it was Rioli, not Johnston. Who is on Taj Houghton? He was just standing there. One of his defenders just ran off. He's already kicked 2. In a good position to kick 3 as well. See if he can put it through. That is a nice kick. He's got it. Tigers running away with this one since half-time. They have been so good. Great hands forward by Smiley. Gives it to Zerha. Quick hands to Hill. Kicks from outside 50. Can't get the goal. It's touched through for a behind. Blakey kicks short to the pocket to Cunningham. And he kicks down the wing to Grundy. Has a lot of space. Oh, great fist from behind. Who was that? I think it was Oliver, actually. Levi Ashcroft been pretty quiet today. Obviously coming off the bench at this early point in his Tigers career. Great hit out to Taranto. Zerha on the lead. Quick hands, actually quick feet work. Hits up Armstrong. Maybe a little beyond his distance, but we'll see how he goes. He's kicked 2 already, so I'm not going to put it past him. But ideally, we'd like to see him kick this. Starts it very wide. Knocked through for a rush behind once again. Kick goes out of defense for the Swans very easily. Sheasel kicks it forward to Johnston. Quick hands to Taj Houghton. Snaps towards goal. There's number 4. Just absolutely crushing it right now. Hill, quick hands to Cherry. Kicks forward. Taj Houghton, not 15. Is that another one? No, it's touched on the line once again. Jonty Fall takes the mark at centre half forward. Rioli just sitting and waiting for someone to match up on him. Doesn't come. He's lining up for number 5. Disposal number 20 on the game as well. He slotted it through. What a game for the small forwards. 58-point game. Doubling scores right now. Been so good. If we were kicking a little straight, it would be even better. Johnston, great pressure. Great hands by Sydney, admittedly. Ball recovered by Urquhart. Kicks forward. Cherry in space. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. Ball ends up with Taj Houghton once again. He kicks another one. This has been an absolute massacre in the second half. I don't even know how many goals we had at halftime, but it's been absolutely outrageous since then. Been crazy. Cherry handballs it straight to Laddams. Rioli wraps him up very nicely. Cherry and Laddams, once again, I'd say Cherry has just absolutely wrapped him up and given him a bath today. Sheasel can't outmark Papley. Now we've got Balance on a lead. Trainer tries to intercept and can't. Now got Hunter Balance. Just the 5 touches today, no goals. Lines up. Punch through for a behind. Not going to make it. Ball gets wide to Leak. Short now. I get smothered. Grundy. Quick snap on goal. The Swans get finally a goal, courtesy of Brodie Grundy. Just a little too cute out of defence there. 24 minutes gone. Shouldn't be too long left in this contest, you would think. Rioli gets the ball out of the contest. Sheasel kicks it forward. Taj Houghton is all over this contest. Rioli kicks to Spade. Judson Clark gets sat on. Doesn't get the mark, though. It's a push in the back, and Sam Layla's going to have a crack at goal. I don't actually think he's kicked one today, but I could be proven wrong. He hasn't. He's been pretty quiet. 9 touches. That's not a good kick either. We've got guys in position. It's a boundary throw in. Cherry knocks it down. Layla handballs off. Judson Clark kicks another one. Got to be done by now. Just blow the siren. Mercy call. Blow the siren. We're out of here. There's the siren. What an emphatic display by the Tigers. The young Tigers starting to come into their own. As I said, it was an absolute bloodbath in the second half. 15 goals to 4, 6-2 in the third quarter, 9 goals to 2 in the fourth. Absolutely dominated. We were incredible. Josh Smiley, 29 touches and 2 goals was really good. Hill had 28, Taranto 26, Rioli 22 touches and 5 goals. Taj Houghton also kicked 5. Gabriel Johnston kicked 2, as did Harry Armstrong, and I'm sure many others. Isaac Heaney was pretty good for the Swans, kicked 3, and Datoli kicked 2. And for the first time in this series, I believe we're in the top 8. We're currently in 4th, and we're going to simulate one more game for good measure, because we're actually going to play the first game of the next episode, which will be Gather Round, and it is against Hawthorn, who are currently in first place, unbeaten, I assume. We'll have a quick look at that. I assume they're unbeaten. Yes, they are. So we're 2-1. We're doing very well. We're going to take on St Kilda quickly in this last game of the episode. No injuries, or no new injuries, I should say. Vlosten, he's slowly regressing day after day after day. Gibcus and Brown are back, which is great. We'll make a few adjustments. We'll obviously bring back the skipper. He can go back to playing in this lineup. And Brown is going to come in for, I believe it is Ben Camporelli, I think it is. No, it actually won't be. Or do we go Smith? Smith or Brown? What do we do? I think we go Brown will be the right choice. It's Lucas Camporelli was the other one. Ben's currently playing Ruck Rover. Brown can sit on the bench for now. Harrison Oliver can be the back pocket. That's fine. Levi Ashcroft and Luke Urquhart can be the other mids on the bench. James Leake can come out, and then we'll go Smith. Actually, wrong Smith. Caleb Smith, he can sit as the sub. That will be fine. last game of the episode. Hopefully we can get a win here against the Saints. It's at Marvel. We'll see how we go. We lose, unfortunately. Pretty disappointing display. Maybe we should have saved this for the next episode. But next game will be Gather Round. It is I believe it's a Saturday game, so that will be good. We're going to select our lineup next time around. We're currently sitting in 8th, which is, actually no, it's 10th, excuse me. That'll be because of percentage, I imagine. Hawthorn are 4 and zip. We're currently 2 and 2, not doing too bad. We've got a good percentage, but let's try and get into that top 8 by season's end. That's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching until this point. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And until then, I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys then. Bye.